You are about to hear a very shocking story. And this happened in Nigeria. It happened to a young boy who wasn't even 18 years old yet. You see, back in February, there was a man whose shop is very close to Samuel's house. Samuel is a very young guy. He stays with his father. Samuel is not even 18 years old yet. But then again, Samuel sees this man, the provision store man. Samuel sees him every single day. I mean, this man is just outside their house. So whenever he's going to school, whenever he's coming back from school, he's always seeing this man. In fact, Samuel was preparing for his high school examinations, WAEC precisely. So apart from going to school in the morning, coming back in the afternoon, Samuel still goes back for lessons and come back late in the evening. Every single time Samuel is going to these places, he sees this man outside their house. Now, Samuel himself, who sent us this story, said he just noticed that anytime he's greeting this man that owns a provision store, the man greets him back very strangely. I mean, at this point, Samuel does not know what is going on, but he just noticed that sometimes, even if the man is answering a customer, the man will still tell Samuel to wait. Wait now, let me quickly finish with the customer. All because he wants to greet Samuel well, and then he's hitting Samuel's shoulder, all those kind of things, especially Samuel's waist. The man, after touching Samuel's shoulder, how are you? The next thing is to touch Samuel's waist. This is your waist. Now, at this point, Samuel felt this man is just being playful because this provision store man, he has a wife, he's married, he has kids. So Samuel wasn't really thinking of promiscuity with him. I mean, Samuel always sees this man as a responsible father figure. Anyway, one day, Samuel and his father were coming back home, but Samuel's father was limping. He couldn't walk properly. Why? Because he had a little accident on their way back. Samuel's father sprained his ankle. That was it. And if you've ever had a sprained ankle, you know it's not easy to walk with it. So the man was struggling, limping, just trying to get home. And of course, Samuel was supporting his father to help him walk. And as they were trying to get into their own compound, this provision store man, he saw them. Yes, he saw Samuel and his father. And of course, he also noticed Samuel's father limping. Now, around 8 p.m., Samuel was sent on an errand to a nearby pharmacy store. Not this man's store. This man, he just sells provision, biscuits, sweets, I don't know, groceries. He's not a pharmacy store. So Samuel had to go somewhere else, right? So before you know it, this man came out of the shop and he stood in some dark corner waiting for Samuel. And that was why the man stopped Samuel on his way back. Why didn't you come to my store? I saw your daddy. I saw you and your daddy when you guys were coming back home. And I saw him limping. And I know he would need some ointment. I have ointments and all of that. So Samuel had to explain to him that no, like I was sent to get drugs. I mean, even the ointments, they would prefer to get it from a pharmacy store. So Samuel was confused why the man was a little bit upset. After the man saw that this trick of being upset wasn't really getting to Samuel, then he switched tactics to caring. And the provision man started that, oh, I just want him to be okay. I just want him to be well. Let me see the drugs they gave you. Okay, maybe you should even have gotten this once. This provision store man was just sort of showing interest in Samuel's father's wellness. Samuel did not know that this man was using all of this to bring down Samuel's defense. The man kept talking for up to like 20 minutes. It was at that point Samuel had to stop him that, see, sir, please, I'm sorry, but I have to go. My father really needs these drugs and they're waiting for me at home. It was at that point this man collected Samuel's phone number. This is where it all began. So the man started chatting Samuel up around 10 to 11 p.m. at night. After greeting him, the next thing he'll be asking Samuel is, can I trust you? Samuel now will be like, yes sir, sure. The man would ask again, can I trust you? Are you matured enough? Samuel would reply again and say, yes, of course. The man would ask again, are you sure? It was at this point Samuel knew something is up. Like something is definitely suspicious. The provision store man ended the chat that night. The next day, around the same time, between 10 to 11 at night, he started chatting Samuel again and he kept repeating the same thing. Are you sure I can trust you? Are you mature? I know why I'm asking. No, I want to be sure I can trust. Just saying all those things. At this point, Samuel is even fed up of all this. When the provision store man saw that Samuel is not responding to his chat very well again, it was at that point that he stopped asking all those can I trust you questions and went straight to the point. The man now asked Samuel to come and meet him at an hotel. Now, please note, this particular hotel is not just like an hotel with rooms. No, it's kind of like a public lounge as well. They have a swimming pool, very big one. They have a table tennis spot. They have a billiards, pool, snookers board. They have like a lounge. So it's not just an hotel with rooms. So Samuel was a bit suspicious, of course, but he knows the place and he knows knows people go there normally to just go chill, hang out, sit, eat, drink, all of that. So part of him felt that was just probably it, right? Probably just to come meet the provision store man and sit somewhere, have a drink and talk. So Samuel went to the place. Now, when they got there, they actually sat at one of the lounge, and was speaking. The first thing this man did was to collect Samuel's phone and clear all their chat history. Then he gave Samuel back his phone and he started by saying he wants to reveal something to Samuel, but that Samuel should please let them go upstairs, that the downstairs is too loud and noisy and all of that. Now, Samuel felt a bit relaxed when he got there, the chill atmosphere. So even though a part of him felt somehow like, why can't we just speak here? But the man made his case, like the place is loud, is noisy and all that. So Samuel just obliged. A part of him was still suspicious, really. But this is the man selling provision outside their store like that. He sees every day that day. So he felt a little bit safe to follow the man to go speak. Now, the man had already paid for the room, of course. So he just took Samuel there and they entered. And of course, as you can probably already guess, this provision store man, the married man with a wife and children, molested 17-year-old Samuel. And by the way, guys, this is a true life story. Now, after this man shrieked Samuel to the hotel room, molested him, the next thing the man did was to threaten Samuel that if anybody ever finds out, Samuel is never going to expect what it would do to him. He's going to regret it. Just saying all those things. And by the way, from similar stories like this that people send to us, one thing I noticed is threats and blackmail is a common tool that are used against victims. They are usually threatened. It is what a lot of pedophiles do to their victims. This is just a quick note for any parents that has a child watching this. Take note. Anyway, after the incident at the hotel, Samuel was disoriented. He became confused. He was confused about life because this is a man that he knows. They speak a lot from time to time and is the same man that did this to him. He was confused about the nature of humans. He was also confused about his own sexual orientation. When Samuel got home, he was disgusted by himself. He was confused. He was crying in his room. He brought out his phone. He blocked the man. Could you believe that this provision store man, after trying to reach Samuel on the phone, trying to chat with him, trying to call him, all to no avail, the man started getting suspicious that Samuel is avoiding him. So the man started staying outside his store just to see maybe he would find Samuel whenever he's running an errand. At this point, literally stalking Samuel. So a particular day, the man eventually saw Samuel and then approached him and asked him why he blocked him, saying he was trying to reach him, he missed him, asking Samuel to unblock him. Now, Samuel did, but Samuel only unblocked him to message him, telling the man never ever to call him again or message him or stop him on the way, all of that. But guess what? This provision store man did not stop. He kept chasing Samuel one way or the other. In fact, there was a day Samuel was going to buy petrol at the filling station. This man followed Samuel. What saved Samuel that evening was that he found some people he knew at the filling station and then he went over to their own petrol stand where they are buying, told them to wait for him, bought his own too and started going home with those guys. And of course, the provision store man, seeing that, stayed back because even he, the provision store man, does not want anybody to know. The problem now is Samuel still sees this provision store man every single day. He's confused. He does not know what to do. Samuel is feeling that if he had probably told his father early from the beginning, maybe when the provision store man was playing by touching him, touching his waist, all those kind of things, maybe his father would have prevented all of this. So somehow Samuel is partially blaming himself. Or maybe when the man told him to come to the hotel, which was a tricky one because like I said earlier, it's a public place. There's lounge, there's table tennis, there's this, there's that. So Samuel didn't really read too much meaning into it. But even at that, Samuel feels, and I quote, that if he had told his father the sequence of events, his father might have died at him. In fact, I believe that's why the man chose that particular hotel, because he knows Samuel won't read too much meaning into it. But then again, Samuel is still confused that he was probably partly responsible for this by not informing his father earlier on. And because of this guilt, Samuel is finding it difficult to go meet his parents now because Samuel is afraid of this becoming a public thing. He knows there's no way to tell his father or his mother and they will meet the man, they will not drag the man, all of that. People will know. And Samuel does not want anybody to know. He's afraid of society's stigma because apart from the fact that he, Samuel, was the victim, people might forget and still kind of start looking at him as an homosexual, which he is not. And he doesn't want to be seen that way. And he knows once the news gets out, he can't control the narrative. He can't control how people interpret it and, spread spread the news. So now Samuel's dilemma is, how does he handle this? How does he handle this situation, the man, without it becoming a public thing? When Samuel sent us his story to the email below, his main question at the end was, is there a wise way to handle this man without him, Samuel, ruining his own life? Guys, again, Samuel is sitting right there in the comment section saying, please, any advice, any opinion, any information, please, what can he do?